Okay, we ready? Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We're back in Grim Dawn, and last time we had done some trials, and we left off with a choice between picking a god, and I had narrowed it down to Drieg or Bismiel, and after thinking on it and the particular skill set that my character here has, I believe her best choice is Bismiel.
You've been quite a sight since entering our camp. I'm shivering with anticipation for what's next. But will you be at my side? Or would you rather waste your time on the minions of Drieg and Zaliel?
You, Sir Bismiel, why should I help you?
My dear, who needs to see the future when you can manipulate it from the shadows? Zaliel would have you play with fire and get burnt. But Bismiel offers you the true gifts of the Eldritch realm. Every hound, every raven, every fiend that's ever crossed the Veil can and will serve the Schemer. All are bound within the web. No move can be made without tugging at the strings, until finally, the spider strikes.
Raven? Hound? Briarthorn? Yeah, I would say it sounds like this is right up her alley. All right, I will work with your cult.
Then what I've heard is true. You do have some sense to accompany your affinity for carnage. Together, we shall weave a web not even a god can escape.
What must we do?
The Schemer's web demands my utmost attention. For now, speak to Elaine here at my camp. The Forgotten God stirs within his temple, but plans have been set in motion to see to his destruction. Elaine has heard the lady's will and knows how to proceed. Speak with her. I am certain that you will not let me down.
I'll speak to Elaine. All right, who's Elaine? And who are you?
Chosen to fight under Bismiel's banner. A wise decision. In the end, we all serve Bismiel's will. You might as well be doing so willingly.
Basila said to speak to you.
Yes. I have been tasked with the preparations for the upcoming battle, and you will assist me. The Lady of Whispers has decreed that we are to gather powerful essence from the guardians of Corvin temples. They call it blood of the Watchers, though it is not blood in the literal sense. It is pure arcane energy, turned solid within the shells of the stone guardians still roaming these lands. Find these infused animated Watchers among the ruins of the Carandox and the Temple of Osir to the north, and bring me their blood.
Okay, I'll get what you need. Hopefully the others won't be mad, but I did make my choice willingly. Welcome, my fellow seeker. I see you have answered the call. The call? Yes, the call. The three have called to you, and you've answered as was your duty. They called me to this place as well, though I am not yet sure why, but I can tell you this is a gathering unlike any I've seen before. What's different? Well, as you probably know, we are not generally known to be so open about our activities. Most of us live in seclusion, away from prying eyes. I haven't seen another seeker of truth in months. But here we are, out in the open, acting unhindered by the pursuits of the Empire. It's an odd sight to behold. I suppose it speaks to the importance of what's happening here. What is happening here? You know, I'm not quite sure. The elder sisters speak amongst themselves in whispers, but you can hear the gravity in their voices. I've heard rumors of a group of zealots from the west following the sermons of a mad priest possessed by a primordial god, a dark prophecy regarding the ruins of Corvin City. Yesterday when I arrived, I overheard some of the sentinels speaking of rivers of flame and desolation as far as they could see. I can't account for any of that, though. I haven't been north to see it for myself. Is that where you're headed? I believe so. Really, good luck out there. It sounds like you're going to need it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should be getting back to my work. What are you working on, brother? I study all manner of beasts in the interest of garnering new servants for Bismiel's sacred web. There's a large number of unique specimens in this area. If given the opportunity, I will spend my time here studying them. Though between you and me, most are not all that interesting. Massive, sharp, poisonous, twisted, and deadly. I've seen it all before. I'm far more interested in a particular creature that may prove to be more myth than reality. I intend to uncover the truth behind the legend. What is this creature? In local lore, it's called the Maw of Enot. If it is real, it may be very old, an ancient relic of a primordial time. The stories describe it as a gargantuan beast living deep beneath the desert. It would appear during times of upheaval or great conflict, revealing only its mouth to feast on unsuspecting creatures or to consume bodies and carrion left behind. In light of what has been happening now, this may be the perfect opportunity to study such a beast. Just think of such a discovery, makes me giddy with excitement. Do me a favor while you're out there and keep an eye out for any such creature. I'll let you know if I see anything. All right, well, I guess it was good to talk to this person because I just got a heads up that I might see something pretty creepy, maybe interesting. Oh, hi, who are you?
Well, look what we've got here.
Well, I see you've made your decision, choosing to pledge your loyalty to the witch gods. I hear they take that kind of thing very seriously around here. Which do you serve? What, me? I certainly don't serve any of them. I serve the god of making Riggs a wealthy man. Then what are you doing here? Well, I'm what you might call a supplier, a purveyor of particular goods, if you will. I have a special talent for finding high-end and difficult-to-acquire objects. Things this crew here can't seem to get enough of, particularly since they set out their little crusade here. Something about a long-forgotten god and the end of the world is no such. Sounds like business as usual to me. A wise man once said, where there's a fight, there's a fortune to be made. So you're a merchant. Well, that's an oversimplification. You see those other trash peddlers down there? They've got it all wrong. Selling goods for iron bits is a child's game. A man isn't going to get rich playing games. No, my friend, I trade only the finest goods for favors. Favors from very powerful people. Favors that I'll be cashing in when I see fit. So you just give them things? No, I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying here. I give them things in exchange for favors. They're in my debt. They owe me, you see. There's people all across this land that owe me. From emperors to dung sifters, the living, the dead, it makes no difference. They're in my debt, and when I need it most, I'm going to come calling. That's wealth right there. How do you make them pay you? Ah, that's the genius of it right there. So many people across this land are in my debt. You never know who they might be or what they might be capable of. Say I make a deal with a wealthy merchant. Then later on, when I come to collect my debt, he doesn't feel like paying. I pleasantly remind him that there's a lot of other folk looking to make good on their debt. And then I leave him to think about who else might owe me what and what they might be willing to do to pay up. That usually works. If it doesn't, I just get one of my other debtors to come and tune him up a bit. Sometimes you need to send a message to anyone else who might be thinking about defaulting on their debt. But most folks are glad to pay up when it comes time. It's a relief of sort. Alright, you have anything for me? See, now you're getting it. That's what I'm talking about. If she wants to make a deal. Let me think for a second. Yes, come to think of it, I do have something for you. You know what this means, of course. You're going to owe me, and someday I'm going to come collect. Do we have a deal? Yeah, let's do this. Well, here you go. I tell you what. If you come back sometime later, I might even have something else for you. At the right price, of course. Of course. Oh, okay, so he didn't give me much, just 100 XP. Wonder what I'll owe him for 100 XP. Probably not too much. Alright. We have other vendors here. What's this? Witch God Bounty. They don't trust you yet. Well, I'm not unfamiliar with that. Welcome, sister. I hear you've made a pledge to our Lady Bismiel. This is a noble thing to do, though I'm sure you know Bismiel expects a great deal from her followers. And what does she expect from you, sister? From me? Well, that is a long story. I'm all ears. Well, the simple answer is I collect ancient things, relics, and runes. How I get them and what I do with them is where it gets a bit more complex. This is a very powerful connection between this place and the realms beyond. The three wish to take advantage of this. That is where I come in. My duty is to learn as much as possible about the civilization that once thrived here, by studying what they left behind. How do you get the relics? By any means necessary, really. There are just so many tombs and temples to be explored, and we know so little about the people who once lived here that I do not shy to acquire outside assistance. Travelers willing to part with their finds, fools unaware of the treasures they hold, and of course, then I have my loyal thralls. I had a trio, brothers, scrounging nearby ruins, but it seems something has happened to two of them, and the third refuses to work as a result. What do you do with the relics you find? Well, that is where things get interesting. I was selected for this task, thanks to my talent for deciphering ancient language and runes. Many of the objects we find are simple and have no real value, but a small number of them have historical significance or even magical properties. When I find such an object, I must first determine its nature. Some of them were intentionally crafted, some of them gain their properties through more nefarious means, some can be quite dangerous. I use various spells and incantations, sometimes enlisting the help of the Dreeg Seers, to determine the origin and nature of each artifact. When I feel that I understand an object well enough, I attempt to use it on others if necessary, with varying results, as you may imagine. Thralls serve many uses, after all. Sounds dangerous. You can imagine. You cannot imagine. I lost my fair share of thralls and brothers and sisters who were too careless toying with artifacts they did not understand. The risk of injury or even death is always there, but that is part of the thrill. What happens after you test them? Well, to be quite frank, it's a search for knowledge and power, a race even. We seek to uncover secrets of the past, so we might unlock them before they fall into the hands of our adversaries. There are those who wish to use such information for the misfortune of us all, and I'm sure you're aware. Instead, the relics serve the purpose of the three, and we are justly rewarded. What do you do with these relics? Well, that's where things get in. Okay, so we've already seen that. Keep up the good work, sister. Alright. We were just going in circles at that point. So, oh, you just popped out.
The oracles of Dreeg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching alongside our forces into the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and emerging triumphant. But even their eyes cannot peer into what I offer. The Shattered Realm is unlike anything mankind has ever witnessed, teeming with wealth and power beyond imagining. But also dangers are not unlike those that we face even now on Cairn. I have the means to open the way, if you wish to join me in pursuing its mysteries. But be warned, the Shattered Realm spans eternity. One could spend a lifetime exploring even a small fragment of its vast reality. You must be careful not to lose your mind, or worse, become lost forever. Will you dare enter? Will you witness sights beyond imagining?
I need some time to prepare. Don't think we're ready for that. We're supposed to be doing some things. Alright.
Traveler, can you spare a minute?
Sure, what do you need? It's my brothers. I was supposed to meet them back here last night, but they haven't shown up yet. We split up yesterday morning outside the Cairn Dock to the north. There's a temple under the ruins there. They couldn't leave it alone. They just had to go for one more. Two of them just can't control themselves. Who am I fooling? I would have been right there with them, but I was already loaded up with as much as I could carry. I told them to meet me back here. That was the last I heard of either of them. I'd go back out there and look for them myself, but I should stay here in case they come back. If you're headed out past the wall, will you keep an eye out for them? They've got to be somewhere between here and the Cairn Dock. I'll look for them. Alright. I guess we get our first look outside the walls then. I don't even know what sorts of creatures I'm going to see out here. Those sorts of creatures. Are those dinosaurs? Sure did look like dinosaurs.
do that. That skill's not ready.
Oh, okay. They're good guys. Good thing they don't attack. They're probably like, "You idiot! What are you doing?" I guess that is the only way out.
Can't do that.
I just realized apparently I do use Blood of Dreeg. I just don't use it very often. It's right there. Blood of Dreeg. I got reputation with Homestead? We're near Homestead and I got reputation with Homestead. That's funny. Alright, so that just looped around. What did we get? I saw something. Astral robes. Often worn by spirit guides, the ropes were a sign of gifted. What would that look like? Looks like it'd be pretty. I mean, it's not as good as what I'm wearing. I just want to see what it looks like cosmetically. I know. Silly, right? It got really dark, didn't it?
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Alright. So somewhat the usual kind of stuff that we're getting so far. Although, not always the usual type of mobs. Some of them are, though. I'm liking the place. Oh, hi. I bet y'all just, come up from hiding like that. Alright. Come up out of the ground. Up. Yeah, we'll grab that portal. Portals are always good. Oh, hi. Who are you? I don't have any time to waste talking with you. Oh, well, okay then. Wait, who are y'all? Oh, okay, you're part of the cult of Bismiel. Okay, I think I just aggroed everything on this build. That was funny. That it? Vile Scorn Bracers? That one got stuck. I was like, you're late to the party. You're very late to the party. What do we get in here? Okay, Vile Scorn Bracers. Actually kind of nice. Still, I prefer the bracers I'm using. So, we'll keep those. Can we talk to these guys? Doesn't look like it. So that must be the next area up ahead. Yep. Alright, I think it's time to head back to town. We've gotten our first look of the place, and it's very interesting. It's very windy, too. Which, I don't know, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't quite this. So we need to go back to the Conclave of the Three. Like we've gotten anywhere close to... No, we haven't. And we also have to go through this quest list and get rid of quests that are nowhere near what we're doing right now. Of course, I will do all of that off screen. And next time, we'll continue exploring this new area and see what trouble we get into. But until then, bye for now.